Hello and welcome back to our journey in O3DE. Today we'll be looking at the elevator test map. The last time I skipped it when I was showing you the Anvil Liberator and the general layout of the map. I already made some changes to the prefab and the map. The elevator panel also loads the UI now dynamically whenever we are in the trigger area, just like the call elevator interface. Doors can now be locked, and we made some minor tweaks to the internal structure. So why jump hoops but loading the UI on the interface? The thing is, if I go to the interface and it loads, and I then go to the other interface, and it loads, I get an error. Okay, no I don't. Well, we unloaded it. Let's try again, a bit faster. So it loads, we go over to the other panel and still no error. And still no error. And there we go. So why? Because you are not allowed to. The engine has a requirement for you that you have to create a unique attachment image asset for each entity. This is a bummer, but with loading and unloading, we probably also save on performance and whatnot. This important note can be found in the guide for placing UI canvases in the 3D world, which has step-by-step instructions to get your own canvas on mesh. So with unloading and loading and having some distance between them, as well as the elevator, which is like 32 meters away from the other side, where the second elevator is located. So we should be fine. So looking at the traversal time from cockpit to cargo bay, this should be more than enough time. The question is the cargo bay to engineering. This should probably also be fine. With loading, unloading the UI, we can use the same prefab for each call elevator interface. So we've got two of them now, and we override the value of the from component variable for the floor. This one is for level 1, it opens the door, and the other one is for level 2. And the elevator moves to position 2. Also, the door is now locked. As you can see, it doesn't open. As you saw, it still needs some physics collider. This door still opens because the checkbox is not set that it should be locked. Since the door is locked and the elevator has to be in the position, pressing the button does nothing unless the elevator is at the correct spot. As you can see, it's on the first floor. We press the button, the door opens. Maybe you noticed the panel on the elevator isn't animated yet. Pop, there it is. That's not looking as nice as this one. So let's try to copy-paste the animation. So let's copy the black background from the elevator call to the elevator console UI canvas. We then need to go to the animation editor and create the new animation sequence, like this. And drag and drop doesn't work. We need to select, I said we need to select the background and then add. We can also tweak the settings of the sequence by clicking this icon, and we make it shorter because we don't need that much time. Let's double check if we had the correct amount. And the other one was 2 seconds, so let's adjust this. Recording the sequence is similar to Blender. We have this head and we can make changes by pressing the red button and then they go to the track. And we want to make it similar to the animation we already have. Sadly, we cannot copy it. So let's check the values and let's guess where it should be. The head sadly doesn't give us the decimal value, so let's check for the seconds. Yeah, that's just the decimal value. So let's move the head over the position, and it should be around 17 seconds. Since you can move the little elements that you placed on the track, you don't have to make it perfect at this stage. So let's go for 70%. And the second one was roughly at the 1.0. It was 9.9. So let's press record, wiggle it, and done. So let's fine adjust it to the actual position, not that anyone would notice. And there we go. Animation activating complete. The second one I will be fast forwarding a bit since it's the exact same process. And there we go. Let's check how it looks. Before that, we have a look at the script canvas. So this is the Interactables Elevator Register Canvas script canvas, which, as you can see, is already prepared. For the elevator, we already had a script event that parented the player to the elevator, and we use this script event to activate the canvas, and as you can see, the sequence is already present because we had it working on the interface and basically just copied it and made some minor tweaks to fit this canvas. Apart from the script events, we've also got the on activation, which gets the elevator ID, as well as the canvas entity is set by the component. So when the entity is activated, we load the canvas and start the sequence. When we enter the elevator, the setZone script event is fired and the entity gets activated. And when we leave the elevator, we play the sequence, delay, and deactivate. We use a once on tick thing. Let's make the font consistent. All right. To deactivate the entity straight away. Otherwise, the user will see something like this, which doesn't look really nice. And this is why we added a little backdrop to the console panel, which is entirely black. And when the actual UI gets loaded, we play the sequence fading in from black to the actual interface. Let's check it out. Much nicer, don't you think? And fading out also works. Alright, so much for today. I hope you liked the demo of the elevators. So this is the script canvas for the elevator, and I have set it to fast forward. I'm not entirely sure if you guys are interested in seeing the inner workings of my script canvases. If you find this interesting, maybe leave a comment or something. Thanks for watching.